Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Stamp With Me. Be sure to check out all the other wonderful participants linked down below. Today I am using my How to Kill a Kit with Style for September, which includes this Avery Elle stamp set that I have had for so long and have never used. But today is the day I am finally using it. I'm using it to highlight these fun photos from Disney's Animal Kingdom. And I have scrapbooked these before, so they might look familiar, but I am doing the 12 by 12 versions now that I'm going to keep rather than the gift album you might have seen previously on my channel. And if you guys love Disney layouts, be sure to check out my Designing Disney playlist where I have all of the Disney stuff associated, and you could just binge all the Disney you'd like. But for today's Stamp With Me episode, I'll also have the Stamp With Me playlist linked down below so you guys can watch all 15 episodes if you haven't already that are already on my channel. Here I'm going through my ink swatch booklet to figure out what the heck color I want to stamp these beautiful rays of sunshine in. I really wanted to accent these photos with this sort of circular motif using these bursts, these rays of sunshine, which I'm not going to be stamping in yellow in this case, but you could. I'm going to be testing out some different brown inks that I have. I thought about using greens, I thought about using grays or just a plain black. And here you're going to see me test a bunch of them. So I've tested already Ground Espresso, just tested Vintage Photo, and of course I'm going to check out my Distress Oxide and Lucky Clover because a lot of you wanted to see me use this. And I did use this in a previous Stamp With Me episode, so make sure you do check out all of the previous ones if you haven't already. So with those three tests in mind, I end up going with the medium route of going with Vintage Photo Archival ink. And as you can see here, I already have this pattern paper trimmed down. That is from the DCWV watering can paper pad. Super adorable paper pad. And that's the focus of my How to Kill a Kit with Style for September. If you haven't seen that yet, I'll have the How to Kill a Kit with Style September playlist down below because there's a lot already happened with that kit and I love it so much so far. Here I pulled out the actual circle stamp from the Avery Elle stamp set just to give myself sort of a base marker. And you saw me with my T-square ruler marking off with my pencil the center point of this 12 by 12 paper, which is 6 inches. And then I'm just kind of trying to figure out where the photo end point was. So I left a little notch for where the photo's height would end up. And then I'm just going to go at it. And these aren't perfect stamped images. If you had a 12 by 12 stamping platform, definitely a good idea to use it with large stamps like this. I can honestly tell you that my arms were kind of tired after lifting up this large block over and over and over again and inking, pouncing the ink on there over and over and over again. It's definitely work, but I adore how the results came out. So you might be wondering, Katelyn, you're not following your base measurement there at all. You're right, I'm not. It's definitely not perfectly symmetrical by any means, but I do like how these spikes just accent where the photos will go in the middle. And then here I'm adding some additional ones. A lot of the middle stuff where it does get messy you won't see. Eventually I stop inking the entire thing and just go for where I need it. And I go back and fill in all of the gaps. And I also pulled out that fun ribbon, which I almost forgot about, that was in my kit. And it's really close to being empty. I think I could put it on one card and then the rest would be gone. So I'm really excited to work towards another empty this month. And as I mentioned earlier, I am working with my How to Kill a Kit with Style for this month, which has been so much fun so far, and I've created so many different layouts, which if you are interested in seeing more layouts by me, you can always check out my YouTube channel, but if you want even more behind the scenes, all the fun stuff, you can check out my Patreon, which I'll have linked down below. And a fun shout out that I am hosting a scrap party weekend September 12th and 13th for all of my patrons, any tier, which is as little as $1 a month, and you guys can come join for the online crop with challenges, prizes, and so much more to celebrate my 2-year anniversary on Patreon. So check that out if you're interested. It'll be linked down below. And don't forget to also check out all of the other wonderful Stampin' Ladies that'll be in this week's episode of Stamp With Me. But now we're going to try to figure out what I want to map my photos on. And if you guys have been to Disney before, you know that they have these fun photo pass experiences, and depending on what you buy, you can get the photos for free or you can buy some of the photos. As an annual pass holder, I get the photos for free. And so there's one on the right, which is just me, my dad, and my brother in front of the Tree of Life. And then the one on the left is us in the front of the Tree of Life with the hyenas from Lion King, which is one of those magical moment photos. Highly recommend them. They are so much fun and just so unique to have and to scrapbook about. And that's kind of what this layout's about. So it's about, you know, not only the fun vacation we were having, but also the fun we were having with this photo shoot. And we did several of these magical photos with our trip this time. And since this is a Disney layout, and I don't normally actually scrapbook with Disney related products, this is actually a rare occurrence for me, I decided to pull in the Sage Cheese ephemera pack that I have. This is Sage Cheese 3, and these are sort of off-white. They're not pure white, off-white based ephemera pieces. So here I'm going to start building some clusters, and I'm also going to try to continue to focus on my kit for this month, which again is based off of a bunch of different older supplies in my stash. So I have some Altenew die cuts I've pulled out. I have that puffy sticker frame that I just set on top of my stamp block from Pink Fresh Studio. And I also have some Freckled Fawn labels I want to incorporate. So with that in mind and my clusters sort of forming pretty quickly, I end up using some of these Altenew die cuts to add pops of color. So I pick in that light blue label and tuck it under my photo. Now I'm grabbing that Pink Fresh Studio polka dot frame, which is black and white, which is fine. It mostly gets covered up anyway by this fun cluster of one ticket and one turkey leg, but I'm going to call it a hyena snack in this case. None of us particularly are going to ever eat a turkey leg at Disney World, which is a common snack, but in this case I thought it'd work well as if the hyenas were going to make a snack out of us. So that's kind of the fun that I'll have in the journaling later on when I complete this layout. And I do that little fun ephemera piece over there paired with the Altenew journaling spot that I'd pulled out. And then I pull in these fun Simple Stories Say Cheese 2 clear stickers. I only use the black ones, but they also come in a sheet with gold and one with white. And then here I end up using these random feather stickers I had. They're from Paper House Productions, and they're just white and bronze. I thought the bronze worked really, really well to help bring in more of those natural tones, like the craft background paper and the gold sort of shimmer that's in the paper that's behind my photos. You'll also see me using some of those clear stickers on top of my photos because I adore the look of stamping on top of a photo, but it still scares the crap out of me. So in order to do that, you can always use clear stickers. It's a great way to use them, especially if they're in black or white. It's kind of easier to use the more natural colors. But here I'm going to start working on some extra clusters up towards the top. I have a cloud on the right-hand side paired with a Freckled Fawn label, and then I'm going to put a cloud up here on the left-hand side, which is kind of the space I want my title to go. But before title, this is not a Katelyn layout without some washi tape, so I pull out my Me and My Big Ideas thin washi tapes, and I adore these so very much. If you guys don't like washi tape normally, thin washi tape can be a game changer. I do think it's a little bit annoying when you have to glue your washi tape down. However, since I love washi tape so much, I'm always willing to add glue under my washi tape, which I know defeats the purpose, but I want it to last forever. So I pick out a light green washi tape and a dark green washi tape, which I will use to accent several parts on this layout, mostly towards the end, just for little dabs of fun color. But now I'm going to use these adorable Pink Fresh Studio holiday vibes. Yes, this is a holiday alphabet. They're wood veneer with white dipped paint, and I use them to spell out Photo Surprise, which I thought was, it's not my best title, but I really liked the smallness of the title. Sometimes I really like small and simple, and this is definitely one of those. And while this layout does have all of the things possible, you know, it's got stamping, it's got the stickers, it's got the puffy stickers and the ephemera and the layers and all of the above, whatever it might be, there's a lot going on. So I think a simple title can sometimes work really, really well. But since I did bring in that wood veneer, I want to make sure that I bring it in a little bit more in some other places. So I pull out these fun asterisks, which are from Project Life brand, and then some various hearts, mostly from Studio Calico, and just kind of tuck those into my clusters. Now I think this layout in particular really proves that you don't necessarily need to do 3 clusters to form a visual triangle like a lot of people talk about. You can have so much fun just doing your own thing, and here I have 4 clusters, which I think works really, really well in the end and just helps balance it out. In the end, you're kind of going for some sort of balance or asymmetrical balance depending on your style, And if you feel like you're struggling with a layout, don't force yourself into a design aspect that you're not necessarily comfortable or confident in. Just do you and what you like, and I'm sure you'll love the final product. Here, of course, I had to bring in my Jen Hadfield sticker book since 1, this is Animal Kingdom themed and there's tons of nature stickers in it, and 2, because I want to use up this sticker book because it's part of my How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of September. And as I go through, I'm adding adorable little leaves and little flowers and some phrase stickers, and it really helps finish off the layout. And that is all I end up adding. I definitely probably could add some like enamel dots or something, but here are the final close-ups. Let me know what you guys think of this layout. It is definitely a contender in my top for the best layout of the month, and I know you guys haven't seen all the ones I've created, but this one's pretty high up there. So if you enjoyed, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and check out all of the links down below that I have mentioned, including the Scrap Party Weekend and additional links for resources on how you can help with everything going on in the world right now, because it is important to continue to take action and be educated. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!